Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. We will have more videos very soon because there are many things to say on several players, but this video is a breaking news video and it's an important one regarding Chelsea because the decision has been made. It's over between Chelsea and Liam Rosignol. It's over after another terrible game, terrible result. It's been very difficult for Chelsea to handle this situation because Liam Rosignol arrived a few months ago. It was mid-January when he took over. Enzo Maresca left Chelsea in at the beginning of the January transfer window, and they decided to go all in for Liam Rosignol, trusting his project, supporting the manager, but the situation was becoming impossible. Because I always told you, results. Chelsea have supported the manager, Chelsea have trusted the manager, Chelsea tried in every way to make him feel comfortable and ready to change the situation, but then losing 3-0 against Brighton last 5 games, Chelsea have lost 5 out of 5 and scored 0 goals. 0 goals for the first time in 114 years. So it was really impossible to continue. I think no hierarchy, no owner, no club in the world was gonna confirm a manager in this situation. And it's not just about the results. The results have been terrible recently, but it's also about the players' attitude with the manager. Probably the connection between Liam Rosignol and Chelsea players apart from the very beginning was not the best possible with some of the players, and that's the reality. So some players were not so happy, and it's not about the person Rosignol, it's not about Rosignol methods, it's probably that his view, his approach was completely different from what Chelsea had before and probably have in their DNA. So this is why the situation became really complicated. And again, Chelsea as a club, Chelsea as management, Chelsea as owners, everyone at the club tried their best to support the coach, to try qualify for the Champions League, and then in the summer work together. Liam Rosignol was involved in the conversations ahead of the summer transfer window to decide about the positions to cover, the potential signings. So Chelsea were showing full support to the manager. They never let him stay alone. But it's important to say, for Chelsea, this situation was really impossible to keep. And so the reality is they had to fire Liam Rosignol. After meetings started last night very late and then in the morning very early, it took almost 10 hours to Chelsea with their directors, with their owners, with all people at the club to talk, to decide, to assess the situation. Chelsea decided in the afternoon to part ways with Liam Rosignol, to sack Liam Rosignol and to change their manager. Let me mention something on Rosignol, guys. There is a special clause into the agreement Chelsea-Rosignol made in January that will make Chelsea avoid paying crazy money to the manager. So Chelsea are not going to pay the full salary for the long-term contract to Liam Rosignol. There is a break clause into the contract, and so financially for Chelsea will not be as worse as it could have been without this clause. And then, also important to mention, Chelsea will now appoint again the under-21 coach, Callum McFarlane, until the end of the season. That's the view of the club, so he will return. He was working with the under-21 and then in January helping when Maresca left and Chelsea were looking for a new manager. He was helping for a few games, and now he will be back with the first team to help Chelsea till the end of the season, try qualify in some way to the Champions League. Maybe let's see what happens with Aston Villa, Europa League. Chelsea have still some hope left. And then, obviously, in the summer is going to be time for a permanent appointment. Chelsea will start immediately to check the candidates for the permanent job. So this is not going to be a process that is going to be delayed to the end of the season. Until the end of the season, McFarlane will be in charge, but Chelsea will immediately start the conversations with managers and with representatives of managers in order to pick the best coach possible and to maintain the Chelsea level at the best possible. So this will be the approach. Now internal conversations will start. I'm sure every single day, as always, when there is this kind of situation, there will be names, there will be candidates, there will be news, there will be rumors. That's absolutely normal. I will try, as always, guys, to be realistic and to tell you what's happening behind the scenes. Also, my understanding is that Chelsea, first of all, believe that this new appointment will be very important to impact on some of the players who were not so happy with William Rosignol, and so that could be an important appointment. Then it's going to be really important to understand who wants to take this job with or without Champions League. That is going to be a crucial point, Champions League football or not. But I can tell you that the Chelsea job is still very, very appealing to several important managers. And then we have to understand what kind of coach Chelsea want also to lead a slightly different project, because Chelsea will not change their view, still trusting young players, still developing top talents, still trying to win titles because that's what they want to do. But also at the same time, Chelsea in the summer will try to add some more experienced players to the squad. I already told you about this. The Chelsea want to go for players that can also help for the short term and not just for the long term. It doesn't mean too old players, but maybe proven at the highest level possible and try to help the squad develop in the best way possible. So I think Chelsea will have important weeks, important months ahead to find a new manager, to start this new strategy, including also more experienced players, and to try change the approach to the project on the pitch and off the pitch for some of the players. Chelsea already had some very good news recently. Reece James signing a new deal, Moises Caicedo signing a new deal. So from the players there is total commitment. But now the manager is obviously going to be a crucial part of this story. Just some quick answers to many of the names you asked me. Andoni Iraola, today mentioned by many as a candidate for Chelsea job. Iraola will now start conversations with several clubs about the opportunity to take a job at the end of the season. Iraola is leaving Bournemouth and he has not signed anything with any other club, so Iraola is available. Let's see if Chelsea will go for it. At the moment, still early to say. Cesc Fabregas, many rumors about this. Cesc Fabregas is at the moment totally committed to the Como project. So the idea of Cesc Fabregas is to continue next season at Como and to play European football with Como. That's what Cesc Fabregas want to do. Then, if Chelsea decide to go all in on Fabregas, guys, I will let you know. But at the moment, my understanding is that Fabregas is really committed to the Como project. Then, guys, important to mention also Enzo Maresca. Some of you asking me, is there a chance maybe Chelsea return with Enzo Maresca, who is available again on the market? No. Between Chelsea and Maresca, it's completely over, and Maresca remains a strong candidate to become the next Manchester City manager in summer 2026 or 2027, based on when Pep Guardiola decides to go. But at the moment, no Chelsea Maresca deal. Then someone is mentioning me what I said about Jose Mourinho. What I said about Jose Mourinho is that Jose would love the Real Madrid comeback if they decide to go for him. It was said a few days ago, and now I see the story everywhere, so I can confirm that Mourinho would love to return to Real Madrid. But that's it at the moment. Mourinho and Real Madrid are not negotiating. At the moment, I'm not even aware of anything with Chelsea. I know this is always a big name, and so the special one is always the special one. But at the moment, Mourinho still nothing else to say apart that he has a clause into his contract at Benfica. On these guys and much more, let me know your opinion here in comments, like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.